Alright guys, welcome back to part 9 of Sherlock Holmes, Crimes and Punishment. The Abbey Grange affair. This is part 2 of this case. In my opinion, you know, if you stopped watching way before this story, I wouldn't have blamed you, because the last two, this mission and the one before that, has been pretty good, those last two cases. The first two were a bit boring and generic for me. Just overly complicated and dull. And to be fair, I think I've condemned quite a few people to a life of, well, how should I put it? I put them away, and I don't think I've made the right decision there. If I was Holmes, oh, you would not want me as Holmes, man, because, like, I'd just be like, oh, man, I don't know, he looked like the killer. Let's just go condemn him and let's get some McDonald's, do you know what I mean? Like, fuck it. It is what it is. Anyway. So right now, I feel that the wife has set up this whole situation and had her husband killed because of the domestic abuse situation. That's what I'm feeling right now. However, we now have to go and find a sailor in regards to her being at a certain port and what have you. But first I have to search for possible sailor suspects. Investigate the murder of... Yes... Wait, no, that's the character. Hold on. It's the map. Here we are. Search archives. Rock of Gibraltar, 1893. The name of a ship and date of Lady Bracknell's and her maiden voyage from Australia. Well, obviously there's going to be sailors there. 1893. So, let's check that out. Then we'll be on our way. 1893. That's good. No. That's chemistry stuff. I think we had to go to the next section. 1893, here we go. Here we go. Right, arrival of the Rock of Gibraltar, a ship returned. The Rock of Gibraltar, a bulk carrier from the Adelaide Southampton London line, Cunningham Building, James Street, London. We've got an address. Has returned from a 6-month voyage through India. Okay, New Zealand and Australia. Obviously she came from Australia. The ship brought to England Miss Mary Fraser, an heiress of the Fraser family owning land and tin mines in Australia. Damn, they got money. This reportedly beautiful young lady is presently engaged to Sir Eustace, whatever, Brackenstall, one of the wealthiest gentlemen in Kent. God damn! So he had a shitload of money. And if that was in the paper or whatever, then obviously, like, god damn, you know what I mean? Everyone knew about her. So she's got a load of money herself, plus his money. Right, task for Wiggins. Who the hell's Wiggins? Oh boy, the address of a Rock of Gibraltar ship owner. We can find the crew list there. Wiggins' little boy.
The Adelaide Southampton London line and its address. Interesting. It must be the place where they keep the records, including the one for the crew of the Rock of Gibraltar.
I think that if you pretend you're from Scotland Yard, they'll give it to you without any problems.
But I have another solution. I'll call in the specialist.
Wiggins is the boy, right? Yeah, here we go.
Wiggins, could you come upstairs, please?
You must get bored standing outside all day.
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
I need a register, my young friend. If you could borrow it, there will be half a guinea for every one of you. I need the crew list of the Rock of Gibraltar in 1893 and their current employment.
I'm straight on it, Mr. Holmes.
Do you really think they'll find it, Holmes?
My secret police is better than the Yard in many ways.
3 hours later.
Here it is, Mr. Holmes. But we can't take it back. It's too risky.
Put it on the table. I'll take care of it. Good work, young Wiggins.
See, in the next game, you actually become Wiggins, I think, and you actually like track people and stuff. So that's pretty good. Okay, so he said put it on the table. Here we go.
This list shows the senior officers of the Rock of Gibraltar, on which Lady Brackenstall and her maid made their voyage. Lady Brackenstall does not know anyone in England. This must mean that someone on this list is our mysterious visitor. And these are the lists of the senior officers of the Adelaide, Southampton, London Line ships. Let us find out who was in London upon November the 7th.
November 17th, he said. Okay. 1894. Wait, it took a year to get there? I'm not too sure. Murder done 7th of November. Oh, how do we switch?
I do not think that this sailor has any connection to the case.
Give me a minute. Fourth officer, I don't get this. Departure from, oh I see, so wait. They said May 17th, right? I am a little bit clueless when it comes to this kind of stuff. Why can't I switch pages?
This list shows the senior officers of the Rock of Gibraltar, on which Lady Brackenstall and her maid made their voyage. Lady Brackenstall does not know anyone in England. This must mean that someone on this list is our mysterious visitor.
Okay, so we're looking for the names to match up. Crocker, Chill. No. Walker. Partridge. Not seeing anyone. Oh, Woody.
This officer is still at sea, therefore he cannot be involved.
Okay, so we're crossing them off then. But why can't I switch paper?
I do not think that this sailor has any connection to the case. I do not think that this sailor has...
Right, I'm just going to scroll down each one of them then.
This officer is still at sea, therefore he cannot be involved. This officer is still at sea, therefore he cannot be involved. I do not think that this sailor has any connection to the case. I do not think that this sailor has any connection to the case. I do not think that this sailor has any connection to the case.
Well, we're bloody...
I do not think that this sailor has any connection to the case.
How comes I can't switch over papers then? Hold on. Oh, here we go. Right, here we go. Charles, here we go.
This officer
Charlie.
was on a ship
Charles?
that sailed half a month ago. He wasn't in London at the time of the crime.
Okay, so he's off. Jack Crocker. Not seeing him either. Herbert, here we go. Herbert.
I do not think that this sailor has any connection to the case.
Fine. Right. It's got his name though. Oh, Hawkins. Herbert Hawkins is Herbert Willington. I see. Partridge is there.
This
Here we go.
officer was on a ship that sailed half a month ago. He wasn't in London at the time of the crime.
So he's gone. So we've got 3 names. I think it's Herbert Willington. There was 2 of him. Here we go. Jack.
Jack Crocker was in London upon the date of the crime, and he is due to depart in 2 days.
Interesting. 2 days. Right, and then Walker and Wickington. Next page. Walker?
This officer is still at sea.
Alright.
Therefore he cannot be involved.
And then Wickington. Yeah, here we go.
This officer is still at sea.
Oh.
Therefore he cannot be involved.
So it's just Jack Crocker.
Captain Jack Crocker is our mysterious visitor. He was the only one around at the time of the murder.
Fair enough. Right. That's it then. Right, investigate the murder of Abbey Grange. Call Crocker to confront him. Bingo. That was actually easier than I thought it was.
It would be interesting to meet him. Our young friend should be able to find him.
Search for suspects completed, blah blah blah. Call Crocker. How do we call him? Talk to Wiggins so he can do it?
Could you find a way to bring this Captain Crocker here to us?
Here? Holmes, that could be dangerous.
No problem, Mr. Holmes.
Sometime later.
Mr. Holmes, I was informed that you were looking for me, and I'd like to know why.
Yes, it is important that we talk. You will soon understand why.
Are you a murdering piece of shit? Good beard though, good beard. Fair play. Arr! Ain't got an eye patch. Oh, sailor eye. Clear look. Honest. Honest, huh? Interesting. And the one they're showing me here. Strong build. Yeah, he's a strong man. He did pick the guy up in it. The guy got what happened to him again? He got battered. He's strong, so he's strong enough to beat the man. Kind of thing, you know? He's a sailor after all. Always something about the hands, isn't there, with this game? Wow, we're not finding anything from here, are we? Here we go. Newspaper ink. Strange. Dirty fingernails? What? No. Ah, has he got mud on his shoes or anything? Oh, clean boots. Ah. A knife. A knife used to cut it. Here we go. Gotta be him.
You are acquainted with Lady Mary Brackenstall, are you not?
Yes, I think I do remember her. From when I was first officer, but I still don't see...
It seems your relationship went beyond that of mere passenger and first officer.
How dare you?
Indeed, how reckless a feeling is love, particularly if one is prepared to commit a murder in its name.
Explain yourself this instant.
You are aware that the murder made the headlines of the morning press. You read the newspaper report, but to your dismay, found it much fabricated. Once you learned that I wanted to see you, you came straight away. You needed to know what I had found.
You... and what do you know?
That evening, you were with Lady Brackenstall, despite the danger.
I'm not afraid, Mr. Holmes. Besides, all of this is just guesswork.
You would be right, if there was no evidence.
What then?
You tied her up. Yes. Your kinky games, you bastard. No, I'm joking now. He wouldn't have to do that. But yes, I love how we're just accusing him. And he's like, what load of BS. He had that. There's a knife, but didn't we find the knife? No, we just compared the knife cut, didn't we?
Lady Brackenstall was tied to a chair on the night of the murder. And it was you who tied her up.
You call that evidence?
Poor health, old bruises, sailor's knots.
Yes, as she was tied with a sailor's knot. Your handiwork.
So, it's a sailor who's done it. That proves nothing, Mr. Holmes. I'm not the only sailor in London right now. Your theory is flawed anyway. On the night of the murder, I was aboard the Shark. I was supervising the repair of a porthole.
At night.
It was an emergency. There was a leak. You can ask the ship's carpenter. He can confirm.
I'm sure that he can.
Perfect. In that case, we have nothing more to talk about. Good evening, gentlemen.
So there's an alibi, huh?
Holmes, what should we do now? Would you like to check his alibi?
No, there is no doubt that these men will testify in his favor, and there will be no way to check.
So, what then?
So, we must work with what we have. We have all the puzzle pieces.
Now I understand why you dissected the bell rope.
Damn it. Alright, call Crocker. Wow. Alright, so we've got to put them together. Captain Crocker. Captain Crocker is the only sailor who was aboard the Rock of Gibraltar and the Lady Bracknell and her maid, who's currently in London. Put that together. Lady Inspector, he's lying about his occupation of the night of the murder. It's obviously a lie. Right. Captain Crocker's... Hold on. Crocker's involvement. Crocker is lying. His involvement is clear. He appeared as soon as he heard I was looking for him, thus signalling his guilt. Maybe, I don't know. Captain Crocker was aboard the Sharp on the night of murder. He was not afraid to confront me. He had a confident demeanour. He did have a confident demeanour, but all signs point to him. And he had that knife. Let's go with that. The captain is the killer. It seems open and shut to me at this point. Arrest Captain Crocker, absolve him. So, hold on. The captain is the killer. So, innocent were murdered by one person who was visiting that night. The murderer is tall and agile and a high-ranking sailor. Jack Crocker is the murderer, and you will bring him to and his accomplice, Lady Bracknell, to justice. Absolve him. The murder was committed in self-defense. Jack defended a woman against violent and despicable man. The mystery is solved, but you decide to keep it secret. There is no need to inform the police. Continue investigation for now. Let's go with let's just say the other one. Sorry. Let's say he's not. So then it would just be... So it is him. It's like... It's all points to him. I do believe the guy... What's the conclusions? Well, that's basically it then. We've basically finished this whole segment then. That's kind of rubbish. I think the guy did deserve it. But, absolve him of it. Defended a woman against a violent and despondanical man? Whatever. I don't know. My feeling is like, let him go. He was a piece of shit. But my other thing is like, well, we can, solve another murder. You know what I mean? Jack Crocker is a murderer, and you will bring him to justice, accomplice. I'm going to bring him to justice because it's my job. Whatever. Look, you confirm your moral choice. I kind of like the idea they give you a moral choice of, we know it's him, but let's face it, he was a piece of shit. I feel a bit weird about it. I'm happy to let him go, but at the same time, I'm kind of like, I want to, like, yeah, we know it's him. We get another conviction, you know? So, yeah. I'm arresting him, hell of it.
Wiggins, could you ask Mr. Crocker to come here again, please?
Right away.
Barely an hour has passed.
Why did you make me come here again, Mr. Holmes?
It is over. I know that it was you who killed Sir Eustace Brackenstall.
What?
I know, because of the height at which the rope was cut. The knife used was a sea knife. The knots were sailor's knots, and not least the sheer force that was put behind the killing blow. And because you are the only one who knows Lady Mary Brackenstall in London. And because you love her.
It's true.
Ah!
It's time for you to tell us the whole truth.
I admit that I loved Mary madly from the first day that I met her. But I never did come to visit her, for I believed that she was in a happy household. When I talked to her maid, who told me everything, I was insane with rage. I was due to set sail for 6 months away. I wanted only to see her again. But it turned into a damnable nightmare when he barged in. He dared raise his hand to her. He was not even worthy of licking her boots. Oh, I regret nothing. I admit I killed the monster out of love for her. She will forgive me if she is able.
Lady Brackenstall already forgave you. She said nothing.
Mary.
But that makes her an accomplice as well as her maid. It places her in danger yet again.
Mr. Holmes.
You would not have managed to protect her.
Do you hear me? Here is a letter that sets everything clear. And it is the one that should be disclosed to the police. I am the only culprit. Mary had nothing to do with it. Now it is time to end this.
What the? Nice try. Gonna blow his own brains out or trying to kill me. Hell no. Oh my god! I did not expect this. Come on!
You should have let me die. How can I live if Mary suffers?
I am sorry, Captain Crocker, but there has been quite enough death in this case. Inspector, I give you Sir Eustace's killer. He tried his best to perform his own justice.
Well, I'm not surprised. Yes, it was me. I confess.
Here is a piece of evidence that can be used in court.
Perfect. A case that went smoothly for once.
Alright. I kind of feel bad for the guy now at this point, you know, after hearing his passionate plea. Maybe I should have heard that, might have changed my mind, but it is what it is. 16 clues found, the captain is the killer, moral choice, arrested him, press, what? To check the conclusion, may spoil the game experience, I don't know. Choose another ending, no, well, I can choose another ending, but at the same time, with my conviction and the way I choose to do things is like, just, well, I've done it and I'll move on. He was murdered by Captain Jack Crocker, who was visiting Lady Bracknell late that night, and they staged it as a robbery by the Randall gang. Crocker used his sea knife to cut the bell. Rope and Lady hid the silverware in the well. He committed a violent crime, to which he deserves a common punishment. Finally gets punished. I'm like the fact, and I was happy to admit the evidence, or Holmes admitted the evidence in regards to leaving her out of it. I'm fine with that. Not got a problem with that at all. As for him, he gets punished, and that's the end of it. So, it kind of worked out in many ways. It is what it is. I accept the decision. Just. Personality ranking. Alright. The Key Gardens drama is the next one. Right. Well, Let's see what happens with this. I might actually end it here, guys, and that'll be the end of the case. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I could tag it onto the ending, or I could just make it a separate video. I don't know how long I've been in here, but we're going to be starting the next case. We're 3 cases in. This will be the 4th case now, I think. No, it'll be the 4th case. This will be the case. I think there's one more case after it. Alright, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching.